Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura. Sorry I haven't had any videos come out in a while. Training has been really hectic and I've been tired, and I haven't really been able to do videos during the day because I have so many windows in my house, and this blue screen behind me is kind of see-through, so I have to make sure behind the blue screen is dark. So I figured out a way to do it this time, so everything should be fine. I don't have to wait until sunset, which the sun is setting later, which gives me less time to make videos. So all that's being taken care of. So should be back on schedule pretty quickly now. And speaking of training ramping up, I took a video of one of my training rides a couple of weeks ago out through Golden, and I haven't posted it up yet. I'll go ahead and get that edited and posted, full length plus edit for some highlights, full length if you want to do intervals along with me, because I'll put my power numbers and everything and speed and all that in the video. And speaking of bike videos, the DU Crit, I posted that up. It's actually gotten quite a few views. I think it's over 130 now. I'm not sure what makes one video take off versus another. I have an idea, but I'm not completely sure. And the bad thing is it's nothing I can have any control over. I think it's who I'm racing with, but that's fine too. But with DU Crit, I haven't done the highlights video yet, so I'll get the highlights video done, set it to music, and put it up so you can see just a shortened, 4 or 5 minute version instead of the full 45 minutes of the race, with everything, including the part where I'm out by myself. Since the weather's been getting nicer, I've been getting out on my mountain bike a bit more. From the last vlog, you saw a couple of pictures of me riding up on Green Mountain. Last weekend, I decided to take a ride that was supposed to be about 2.5 hours, something along those lines, but it turned out to be 4.5 hours. The map is up here, and as you can see, I went through Bear Creek Lake Park up to Mount Falcon, across Parmalee Gulch, down Bear Creek Trail to Lair of the Bear, then down Morrison Canyon, up through Red Rocks, over Dakota Ridge, which Dakota Ridge, when I first got my full suspension Orbea, I took my bike up there and it was way, way, way above my level. So I've gone up there. This is my third time to go up there, but this was also the first time that I was able to ride a lot more of the trail than I did before. Still ended up walking most of it because this was also the first time I went south to north, and the south to north is a lot of climbing with a lot of very difficult climbing sections. So, and it was at the end of a long ride, so I just didn't feel like wasting myself on it. So when I got to the point where I could ride down the steps and then down, I think it's the Zorro saddle, I'm not sure what it's called, but to head across to Green Mountain, rode Green Mountain, part of the Green Mountain Loop, and then headed home. It was a fun ride. It took a long time. My legs didn't cramp, which was pretty cool. I think it was because I mixed, I took some scratch and mixed it in my hammer flask. Almost filled the whole thing with powder and then put enough water in it to make it sloshy. And it was interesting. I also added some chocolate protein powder, so lemon and lime with chocolate. Times like that, I'm so glad that I use food for fuel and I don't really care how it tastes, because I'm sure if anyone else would have tasted it, they might have thrown up just a little bit in their mouth. But that's a different story. My golf league is starting up. I'm the president of a golf league, and we had our orientation this past Saturday. Being the league president takes a little bit of time too, so that kind of compounds on to why I haven't gotten any videos done. I'm trying to make sure everything is ready for that. I had to get our league booklets printed out and get them ready to go. On my new mountain bike hardtail build, I've talked to 2 bike shops to help me get the parts. Getting different parts from each bike shop, since I have relationships with both of them. I'm going to get some things from one shop, the other things from the other shop. I should be able to get that build going along with full steam pretty soon. And hopefully I'll have everything by the time it's time to go to Sea Otter, because I would love to be able to race my new hardtail at Sea Otter, but that's less than a month away now. And hopefully all the parts come in less than a month, because I guess I could race my full suspension on a cross-country race. I've done it before, but I have a feeling that this one would be better if I had a hardtail, just because of the climate, Laguna Seca. I've heard horror stories about it. Another interesting little tidbit is I moved to Colorado 10.5 years ago for a new job. I moved here from Texas, and I've had that same job ever since I moved here. It's been a really good company to work for, both in how they treat their employees and how we try to treat our customers. And things haven't been going well as far as the company is concerned for the past, I don't know, it depends on when you really think the downhill slide started. It could have been a year ago, it could have been 4 years ago, depending on when you feel like marking the point as the beginning of the end. But the company is shutting down, and I will be out of work starting on May 13th of this year, May 13th, 2017. I had hoped that this job would last me until I decided that I was ready to start doing mountain bike tours, mountain bike coaching, mountain bike skills, all these different ways to make money doing bicycling, doing things that I really enjoy. I know there's not much money in it, so I was contemplating leasing my house, living in my RV, minimizing my expenses. I was contemplating all kinds of things to try to make this happen, but I don't think that I'm quite ready for it just yet, which is unfortunate. It kind of makes me sad. The other option is to sell my house, take all the equity, and still minimize my life. And if I do that, then I would, be able to last a little bit longer. But I'd still have to find, I'd probably have to find something to make money. Most of my retirement money is untouchable at the moment, so it's just kind of a frustrating thing. So I'll probably still be in corporate America for another few years. But I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to switch my life and do more with mountain biking. Give back to the sport that I love. It's cycling, specifically mountain biking, has been my #1 sport since I became an adult. Yeah, I do a lot of other things like softball, golf. I do other things I can't think of right now, but so many other things that I do, and cycling, in my opinion, cycling gives me the fitness to do everything else that I can do without it being too taxing on my system. So I owe cycling a lot, and I would love to be able to give back and live a lifestyle that would be comfortable, not rich, not tons of money, just something that I wouldn't have to wonder where my next paycheck or where my next meal is coming from. Since I talked about some of my home improvements before doing my kitchen, I'm not quite done with that project yet, but as the weather's getting nicer outside and now it's more likely to rain instead of snow, I've decided to go ahead and do some of the landscaping I've been putting off. So I finished redoing my sprinkler system. So that's all set. I might need to add probably 2 more zones. But I also bought some shrubs and some vines. The vines will cover the back wall, or not wall, they'll cover my back fence and hopefully provide a little bit of a sound break from the major road behind me. It's not very loud anyway, but if I want to be in the backyard with people that don't live here, my brain has tuned out the road noise, but I notice it when people come over, and it would be kind of cool if I could have a little bit of a noise break so that I didn't have to worry about the road noise annoying people. I also got a couple of shrubs to plant in front of my bedroom window so that I don't have to keep my blinds closed all the time. So once they grow up, it should be fun. I got everything planted over the weekend. So I'm eager to see everything start growing. It's going to be really cool. And with that, that's all I had. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye.